All right, guys. This is, I guess, the first of many kind of editorials that I wanted to do. I got a new little mic set up, kind of still getting used to it, but don't worry about that. All right, so this is going to be a rather quick video on what I think is starting to kind of not piss me off, but it's been around for a long time, and I just wanted to address it me personally because I think I got a unique spin on things, and the main thing that I want to talk about is not accepting bullshit in your life anymore. Now, that can be geared towards a number of things, right? It can be geared towards relationships. It can be geared towards, I don't know, personal relationships, love life, things of that nature. Today, I'm particularly talking about not giving in to bullshit in terms of entertainment. And the reason why I want to bring this up because it's been a big debate since the newest Pokemon game, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, dropped, where there's been talk, and rightfully so, about the rather game altering glitches that's been affecting the game. Now, let me precipice this by saying that I have not played the game, but there's a big reason why I have not played the game, and that is because I am taking a stand on not accepting bullshit anymore. I think we don't need to. I think we as fans need to fight for better. And the reason why I really wanted to make this video is because I was on Facebook, and there was this post about this guy that say, he hates when people say, "Oh, you're not a real fan if you can't accept the good with the issues that come with something," right? Specifically with Pokemon and the newest Pokemon game. And the guy was like, "Well, as a real fan, we should demand more." And everybody was all, poo-pooing on the guy, going after the guy. And I commented, I said, but he's right, though. And here's why I think he's right. And here's why I think we need to address fandom in general, because it's in all fandoms. It's in Star Wars, Star Trek, football, basketball. It don't matter. It's in every sort of fandom. But here's why I wanted to address the Pokemon situation. And the reason why is because I am a huge fan of Pokemon. Not as much as I am a fan of Digimon, but I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. And my main problem with Scarlet and Violet, and why I have not jumped on a Pokemon game since, well, a mainstream Pokemon game. Like, I played Brilliant Diamond because I love the Diamond games. And I've played Legends of Arceus because I like the different type of style that it was offering. But I have not played Sword and Shield because I did not like Sword and Shield, and I didn't think Sword and Shield was going to be a good game. And of course, everything I say is subjective, right? But my main problem with subjectivity is it's only subjective, really. And people only bring up, well, it's all subjective. They only bring it up if something is considered divisive or considered bad. But when something is universally loved, then subjectivity goes out the window, right? Because it's good, it's positive, it's winning. Winning cures all, right? But my main problem with that notion is that when we call something out on this bullshit, then we're considered not true fans. We're considered toxic. We're considered, oh, you just want to hate. No, I don't just want to hate. I want the best for everything that I love, whether it be the people that I love, the stuff that I enjoy. I want the best for it. For Power Rangers, for example, right? I am first to say I can find aspects in a lot of Power Ranger seasons, right? But I am also the first to acknowledge that when a Power Ranger season sucks, subjectively, and me being a uber fan of Power Rangers, I can acknowledge that Samurai sucks. I can acknowledge that Megaforce sucked. Was really Super Megaforce more than anything. I can acknowledge that Ninja Steel was not very good. I can acknowledge that Operation Overdrive is probably even more horrible than Samurai. I mean, but I can subjectively say that, but also say it from a point of view that I expect better from Power Rangers because I've seen better from Power Rangers. You get what I'm saying? It's not that I'm just poo-pooing on it just to be poo-pooing it. I expect more. I expect better. So therefore, I want better. If I'm going to be a viewer paying for Netflix and things of that nature, I want Power Rangers to be really good. I don't want to settle for a mediocre season. And I feel like when people just settle for mediocre things, that they are mediocre too. So if I say I refuse to play Scarlet and Violet until they fix the glitches that are bad, or I refuse to play Scarlet and Violet until Nintendo say, "Hey, our bads here, like here go your money back," which they did. So for those who say, "Hey, the glitches ain't that bad," people poop on. Nintendo even gave people their money back. So there you go, right? So when the guy says, "Hey, as a real fan, we should demand more," we should absolutely demand more. And the reason why we should demand more is because, especially in Pokemon's case, the very thing you were promising, which for some people will say, yeah, they delivered. The story was this. The story was great. The overall thing of the game was great. But yeah, it had glitches. But I don't remember game altering glitches in Legends of Arceus, and that was the prototype. So let's talk about how Legends of Arceus is implemented a lot better, and that was supposed to be the prototype to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So don't sit here and tell me that, oh yeah, just accept the glitches, the game is still good, just accept the glitches. I refuse to accept glitches to a game where the prototype performs better. Say what you want about the story of Pokemon Legends of Arceus, which I really enjoyed the story of Legends of Arceus. Overall, Legends of Arceus is implementation is better than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So don't tell me that we should accept bullshit when the prototype, what came before, what was supposed to be the foundation to what you offered us now, is better than what you gave us, and this is supposed to be the better game. And like I said, everything is subjective. I get it. I understand. But at the end of the day, you promised a better game than what you gave people. And that should be reflecting on the company that Nintendo is starting to become. Because guess what? Those same fans that's giving this Pokemon game a pass is the same one that's crying about James Gunn doing a reboot for the DC universe. The same ones that have been poo-pooing on DC, on the DCEU, which is now the DC universe, since its inception with Man of Steel, are the same ones that's giving Pokemon a pass. I refuse to give anything a pass now when we are in 2022, about to go into 2023. Get y'all shit together, studios. Do not. We just saw a studio get sued for offering something in the trailer that was nowhere in the movie. Did this open doors for anybody to get sued for false advertisement? Sure. And I think Nintendo need to keep an eye on it because video games is next. Because if God of War Ragnarok did not perform as good as it did, y'all would be up in arms. And God of War Ragnarok is a damn good game. I only played a little bit of it, but what I played was fantastic. And I'm not a fan of God of War. When Digimon Survive came out, and I am a uber fan for Digimon, almost to the same level as Power Rangers. When Digimon Survive came out, I acknowledge, I can see how people may like this game. I, for one, do not like this game. Of course, it's a subjective idea, but I expect better from Digimon when I've seen better from Digimon. So no, I refuse to accept studios' bullshit anymore when they give us bullshit products. They continue to make all these games not ready to be released, but they release them anyway. Cyberpunk. They keep releasing these games and these movies that aren't fit to be released just to get you a quick dollar, and y'all keep feeding them. Y'all keep giving them passes. Y'all keep giving them excuses. It's like y'all guys are in an abusive relationship. And y'all just keep thinking, oh, this person's going to change. They're going to change. I know they're going to change. And guess what? The only thing they change is what's out on the surface. But on the inside, they're the same goddamn person. So no, I refuse to keep giving Nintendo passes for mediocre games because when we get good stuff, we accept good stuff, and when we get bad stuff, we need to start acknowledging the bad stuff. Stop giving these studios your money if they're not going to give you their hard-earned time to put into this production. I refuse to go see what I think deemable to be bad movies. So I'm not going to give them my money. I'm not going to keep paying for bad games. I bought Digimon Survive in hopes that it'll be a great game, and I got an okay game. But what you promised me was way far beyond what we got. And yeah, some said, well, they promised you a slice of life meets Digimon. Yes, but the gameplay was like almost like playing a Game Boy Advance version of Digimon. I didn't want that. Not where you gave us Cyber Sleuth 1 and 2. Digimon World Next Order. That game is horrible. And you can't tell me that it's not good. It's not good. You can't tell me that game is not trash. It is. And when I go on Digimon, what was it? What they did that four person Digimon Rumble Arena game that was supposed to be a remake. That was trash. Stop accepting. I did not buy that game. I played it when I was at GameStop, and I was like, "Oh hell no, this game sucks. I'm not gonna spend money on this game. Put it back." I'm not. I'm putting my damn foot down, and everybody else should too. Stop letting these studios get away with mediocrity when they've had decades to perfect their craft. If Chris Brown puts out a bad album, y'all poo-poo on it. But if these mumble rappers put out a song and somebody say, "Oh, this shit trash," "Oh no, you just a hater. You just a hater of mumble rap." But when an artist like Chris Brown puts out a really good album, y'all poo-poo on it. I don't get it. And again, I get it. Everything is subjective, yes. But is it only subjective when it's divisive? Is it only subjective when it's bad? Because when everything is loved, I don't hear people screaming up subjectivity. I am somebody that, as everybody said, they love The Dark Knight. I think The Dark Knight is a mediocre film. Do not let Heath Ledger's Joker performance blind you from the fact that Dark Knight is a mess of a film. The recasting of Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel was a horrible casting. The throw into Two-Face out of nowhere was horrible decision making. But people will give that movie a pass because of Heath Ledger's performance. Just because shit got a flower on it doesn't mean it's not still shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna buy Scarlet and Violet until they fix the problems with the game. And I say the same thing about Bandai and card games. Stop giving us bad card games. Stop dropping card games just for the gimmick, but not investing in the structure of the card game. I'm getting sick of these studios and these companies just giving us bullshit and we accepting it. No more, people. No more should we accept bullshit. So this is why I respect the people who actually take time in their craft. That's why I respect companies who say, hey, we're not going to keep releasing shit. When Warner Brothers and David Zaslav canceled canceled Batgirl because they was like, yo, we don't feel confident in this movie. We're going to cancel it. That's what all studios should do. If you do not feel confident about something, stop releasing it for the cash grab. Stop. Fix the problem. Troubleshoot your problem. Beta test your problem. Alpha test your problem. Do not release any more things that are not complete and then expect people to keep spending their money. And for those fans who keep spending their money, stop. Learn to say no. Learn to say that is enough. I refuse to give back money to those who refuse to put the same amount of care and effort into their products anymore. So no, I'm not giving Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Nintendo a pass. Stop, don't release a glitchy ass game when the prototype works better. Use what the prototype did and grow and upgrade and expand. And I might get hate for this video, and I don't care. I don't. Please send the hate my way. Let's debate. I love debating. I'm a debate champion for a reason. Please debate me. But at the end of the day, us as fans, we need to expect better from these studios who we've been invested almost probably hundreds of thousands of dollars into over the course of 20 plus years. I do not accept Power Ranger seasons when they are bad. I call them out as they see it. I know a lot of these Power Ranger actors. I call it out when they see it, whether they're in my face or not. I don't care. And I know it's not their fault because they're the actors that's in the show. But hey, look, if you give a bad performance in a movie, I'm going to call you out. If you give a bad performance in the show, I'm going to call you out. I'm not a good rapper. I don't expect people to like my music. But when those tell me, hey, you know how to rap, you good. Cool, thank you. I don't take myself seriously, but thank you. But when I suck, I can acknowledge when I suck because I know when I'm at my greatest. It's called self-assessment. I can self-assess myself. These studios need a better team to say, hey, no, we are not going to release this. Hey, no, we need to do better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We as fans need to demand better from these studios that keep giving us mediocrity. So maybe Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will learn and get an upgrade, and maybe Nintendo will realize, hey, our bad. We had the formula and we fucked the formula up. We're gonna do better next time. That's all we ask. Don't give us excuses. Just be better. That's all I got. This is Darius McDaniels signing off.